Let's turn now to a major story with national security implications. Hackers broke into several U.S. federal agencies and private companies, and now we're learning more about the scope of the vast cyber attack linked to Russian intelligence. U.S. officials fear hackers used an array of tools and previously unknown tactics to break into government networks. The state, defense, homeland security, commerce, and Treasury departments all were targeted. And yesterday, Politico reported the Department of Energy and its National Nuclear Security Administration, which maintains the nuclear stockpile, also was breached. The Cybersecurity and Infrastructure Security Agency issued an alert yesterday warning it, quote, has determined that this threat poses a grave risk. It went on, removing this threat actor from compromised environments will be highly complex and challenging. This is a patient, well-resourced, and focused adversary. Microsoft announced yesterday it also was targeted in the cyber attack, among more than 40 other organizations, starting as early as March of this year. It's not just the federal government. The Intercept is reporting Russian hackers breached the city network of Austin, Texas. Joining us now, national security correspondent for Politico and MSNBC contributor Natasha Bertrand. She's been covering this story closely. Natasha, good morning. So let's just take a step back before we dig specifically into your story about how this was detected and who exactly it appears has pulled this off.
Yeah, so this was initially detected by a cybersecurity firm called FireEye, and they initially detected it by noticing some suspicious activity in their own networks. They looked into it and they realized that there was a vulnerability in software that was developed by a company called SolarWinds, which is used across the federal government. It's kind of an IT management software that's used by many different federal agencies. And what happened was FireEye discovered that there was a backdoor, essentially, that was placed into SolarWinds that was allowing the hackers to compromise that software and then dig into the federal agencies that way. Now, SolarWinds doesn't itself know yet, or at least it hasn't announced, how they were compromised. So that remains to be seen. But so far, the U.S. government has not officially pointed the finger at Russian hackers, but cybersecurity experts and security experts at large say that this has all the hallmarks of a Russian intelligence operation.
And obviously, Natasha, when we look at your piece, Nuclear Weapons Agency was targeted. We're talking about the nuclear stockpile here. A grave risk, says the Cybersecurity Agency inside Homeland Security. What exactly happened with the nuclear agency, and how concerned are they about that compromise?
They're very concerned. The hackers appear to have gotten into the Department of Energy's networks. Specifically, they got into the networks of the Sandia and Los Alamos National Labs, which conduct atomic research related to civil nuclear power. They got into the National Nuclear Security Administration's Office of Secure Transportation, which is tasked with moving enriched uranium. And they don't appear to have compromised any of the key core national security capabilities of the Department of Energy, but they were able to burrow into these networks. And the Department of Energy really doesn't know how much damage these hackers were able to do yet. According to my sources, the energy officials were saying yesterday when they were briefing the department on this issue that it might be weeks before they finally are able to determine what the hackers were actually able to access, what they stole, if anything, and the extent of the damage. Because right now, while they were able to locate activity, suspicious activity, in roughly 5 of the sub-agencies of the Department of Energy, including the National Nuclear Security Administration, they don't know yet if that's the extent of it. And I think that's what's worrying folks the most.
Thanks for checking out MSNBC on YouTube, and make sure you subscribe to stay up to date on the day's biggest stories. And you can click on any of the videos around us to watch more from Morning Joe and MSNBC. Thanks so much for watching.